every single class. Okay, so the recording, I'm going to send it to your parents. And if there's anything during the class you don't understand, you can go back and check the video. And if there's anything you don't understand, please stop me. And if you think, oh, it's a little bit, I'm not very, I don't want to stop everybody. And you can always text me. Okay, there is a chat. Okay, you can chat with me, but I don't want you to chat with each other because you know what? My class, if you just skip for 5 minutes and 5 minutes back, you probably don't understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so the class is altogether 90 minutes, and I only ask you to do 90 minutes, and the homework will be about, you can finish it within 30 minutes maximum, right, Elaine? Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want you to postpone it until the end of the sub Friday and you say, you know what, I forgot to do Miss Carrie's class homework. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Okay, so about the kicking butt part, Serena, do you want to tell everybody that why we're kicking butt? And everybody's so looking forward being kicked butt.
Like if you don't finish your homework or something, she says she'll like kick your butt, but she
But
won't actually kick it. But
but
it's
the
just
thing is,
saying.
why? There's a reason. There's a reason why I want to kick the butt.
Carrie says that it makes you smarter.
Yeah. So there's a
He's trying to scare
yeah,
us.
you can go on internet and search statistically when people get kicked the butt and their IQ bump up to 325.
What?
Okay, so Einstein is so-called the smartest people in this world. His IQ is only like 200 something. So think about it. You're even smarter than Einstein the moment I kick your butt. Okay, so that's why. Yeah. So that's why everybody said, oh, God, kick my butt. Okay, but the thing is, I just want you everybody to finish your homework because finish homework is very important, right? If you're not, then everything is like a show. Okay, it's still a class, I know, but everybody's very happy during the class, correct, Tiffany? Yeah, okay. So now let's start today's class. So I'm going to start with one thing is called a fraction. Okay, so I know everybody said, fraction. I know that, right? Fraction. It's a very easy thing. But do you know that? I think most of the students in my class know that fraction is talking about what? Fraction is also equals to division. This is the most important thing. Okay, I'm going to start with the definition of function. Sorry, fraction. What is function? Back. Fraction mean, okay? So fraction basically is just divide something into some equal parts. Equal is the most important thing when we're learning fraction. The meaning of fraction. Understand, Ariel? Okay, so for instance, if I have something like that, this is fraction. I know it's horrible. Like, okay, my drawing is horrible. Like, everybody in this class know that I have a horrible drawing skill. So this one, let's just suppose is equal. So each of them is equals to 1/3, right? So now I want to ask a Violet. Can you explain to me 1 represent what? 3 represent? Think about it.
The one.
One pizza, right?
The 1 is the whole pizza, and the 3 is the
how many equal parts? Very good. Okay, so the top we called it numerator. Numerator, is it? How do you spell it? That bottom is called a denominator. Okay, so you don't have to write it down, but you know that how to call it. The top is numerator, the bottom is denominator. In Chinese, it's called 分子 and 分母. Okay, so if your mom wants you to give them a class lecture, they probably not understand what is numerator or denominator. You're gonna say, "Hey, mommy, 分子在上面，分母在下面." Okay, So 2 over 3 equals what? A lot of people said, hey, it's because you said it's one part, like one pizza divided by three person, and each of them it will collect a 1 over 3 part. Yes, you're right. But 2 over 3, does it mean like 2 pizza equally shared with 3 people? Yes, you're right. But it also means 2 parts of the 1 over 3. Okay, so 2 over 3 actually having two meaning that each is, you can have 2 of the 1 over 3, or also you can regard it as 2 pizza divided by 3 pizza. Albert, understand? So this is very important. A lot of students only understand one time, one meaning, but actually it is two meanings. And also, I can also say that it's one pizza and minus the part Albert has taken home, and there are 2 over 3 has been left there. Okay, so that is the meaning of fraction. And when we understand this pretty well, then what is the next step when we are learning a new concept? I want to ask Emma. We first need to understand it, right? So what is the next level?
What do you mean by like the
Calculate.
Oh,
Right? Right? When we learn something. So when you're a little baby, you're baby, and you said, hey, mommy, can I learn some math? And your mommy said, okay, let's start to understand what is 1, 2, 3, 4. They're numbers, right? And then later on, you begin to 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 3 plus 4, isn't it? Everybody is the same schedule like you're having for with your mom and all the math teachers, right? So, but the thing is, the first step is very important, right? I still remember when I teach Emma, we learn 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not just learning it's 1 chocolate, 2 chocolates, 3 chocolates, 4 chocolates. We're learning this on the number line. Emma, do you still remember? I still remember that, right? And we learned that the 1, 2, 3, 4 is not only the chocolates or candies or bananas, they're also the numbers on the number line. And by adding them is walking from left to the right, and by minus them is walking from, Emma, right
right.
to left. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to move to the next step. Okay, so Elaine, can you tell me, do you know how to do 1 over 3 plus 1 over 2?
Yes.
Good. So everybody here, do you all understand how to do 1 over 3 plus 1 over 2? Okay, good job. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time explain it, but I'm going to how to do it, but I'm going to explain the meaning of that. It's going to be really helpful because I think most of you know how to calculate it, but seldom people understand what is the truly means, okay? So two fractions plus together is because it's actually coming from two pizza. So one pizza is 1 over 3, and one pizza, they only cut it half. It's 1/2, right? So you need to put them together. So that is the fraction of meaning, right? And because the denominator is different, you cannot plus them together directly because you know what? I have a student. She told me it's 2 over 5. I was like, right? Because he thought that 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 3 equals 5. It's wrong, right? Because you need to put the denominator same, correct, Ariel? Okay, so in order to make them the same, you need to find 2 and 3 the lowest common multiple, right? So we have learned this one because they are prime number, so the lowest common multiple will be they times together. So it's just 2 over 6 plus 3 over 6 equals 5 over 6. Why this became 2? Because 3 times 2, so remember, for any fraction, in order to make the number is not changing. You need to times or divide the same thing for the both denominator and numerator in order to keep the number the same. Okay, so now since everybody know that, I'm going to give you some practice questions. Okay, 5 questions? No, 7 questions. Just to make it a little bit. Okay, so 7 questions. So everybody try to do it. So Violet, you can just do the first 3. Okay, so I know you're a little bit slow, but don't worry about it. You can finish it later. And right now, don't be hurried and say, "Oh, everybody finished. I didn't finish." Okay, it's okay. Get it? Emma，你跟 Violet 比较小，你们2个人可以少做几题，没关系的啊，好不好？
Why are 2 of the questions the same?
Huh? Really? Oh, yeah. The last one. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know, Elaine, for me, it's very normal. It's only that these numbers pop up into my mind. Let me figure out another number. Okay, like that. Elaine 做完了？
做完了。
Okay. And by the way, if you want, there should be a chat. Oh yeah, find it. So if there's anything you want me to know that, for instance, you finished and whatever, you can just type something to me. Okay. I'm going to give all of you a little bit trick because calculation is the last thing I would like to spend time in my class. Okay, for the two students, you're new to my class, I'm gonna try to explain my teaching method. Is I try to give you more tricks than calculation because I don't know if you're having other math class or whatever. And I try to tend to let me talk more. And you can always using your after class time to calculate or to try to use my techniques. Okay, because I don't want to waste the time in my class and we just do calculations because those things you can just, before you go to any other class or just before your mom is preparing dinner, and you can just take 5 minutes to try to all using all my tricks and trying to teach you here. So for instance, for something like that, when I was at your age, I was like having a really long line. So I'm going to just do 2 times 5 here because I know 2 and 5 are prime number. They don't share any common factor. So I'm going to think about because 2 times 5, so 1 has times 5, and there's 5 times 2, so 1 has times 2 because this is both the denominator. So it's 7/10. And immediately, I want you to start to establish the connection between decimal and a fraction. So here, I'm going to ask you, right? So Violet, know that I'm going to ask you to do 0.7. Very good, Violet. I have received your answer. Good job. Very amazing. Okay, get it, Ariel? So some students said, why I'm doing that? So Albert, math is like what? Math is building a bridge between something you know and something you don't know. And I, as your teacher, is the one who's building the bridge for you. But how to use it, still based on how well you know them. Get it, Tiffany? So if your brain is having the connection in Elaine, like you know that, maybe I'm going to ask you 0.7, what is the percentage?
70.
Very good. Okay, so when you have those bridges has been established, when you go to the high school or when you go to the other math competition, you're going to be faster than the rest of your competitor. And those 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or even 1 minute you established and you kind of trying to save it will accumulate it to 10 minutes and 20 minutes will make you way better than the other competitors. It's also like the life, understand? So life is not about, okay, I'm way richer than you and I am smarter than you, I'm prettier. No, life is about all the little tiny things you collected. You're putting them together. You're going to find out, actually, I am much better. Understand, everybody? Okay, so little time. So I'm not saying that you have to stand there and sit there like doing math for 2 hours. Hell no, right? I want everybody established a habit doing math for 5 minutes or 10 minutes every day. You're going to find out, you know what? Math is much easier than the rest of the subjects in your life. You don't have to spend 1 hour playing piano like math. But if you don't play 1 hour of piano a day, your piano sucks, right? Because my daughter played piano, she only played 15 minutes and now she quit. She's already grade 6 and grade 8, but she cannot go on because she cannot invest 1 hour. She can't. Get it? But math is much friendly, just a little bit. Okay, listen to me, just a little bit. So let's take a look at this one. 3 and 4 are prime. They don't share any common factor. 3 times 5. So 1 times 4 and plus 3 times 3. So 13/12. So this is a improper fraction. So that's why it's 1 and 1/12. Okay, so let's take a look at next one. So 5 times 7, again, 2 times 7 plus 1 times 5. Okay, so one student will pop up here, okay, because I have so many students and they're gonna say, hey, Carrie, why it always has to be 2 times 7? 为什么我不可以先是 1 times 5 plus 2 times 7? Yes, when we are doing plus, of course, okay, you can do whatever. Plus is your first or mine first, it doesn't matter. But life is not always about plus, right? Tiffany, life sometimes has to be minus. So 3/4 minus 1/8. No, it's not a good example. This one. 3/4 minus 2/5. So 4 times 5, right? So this is a procedure. So if I do 4 times 2 minus 3 times 5, it is totally wrong. Correct? So when you are, that's why a good teacher is very important. They give you the first impression, which is also always the hardest and the most thing you're going to be remembered is the process. Like we have to do 3 times 5 minus 2 times 4. So it's 15 minus 8/20. So 7/20. Get it? Okay. So these techniques I would like you to practice at home. But there's a one thing I want you, don't worry about it, everybody. You can just, if you said, still, I didn't take any notes yet. Everything was videotaped. And you can
She sings. Carrie
you-
sings and you have to take notes.
yeah, you have to take notes. But if it's like it's too fast, you cannot take it because sometimes, I know I'm quite crazy, right?
Don't you sing when we have to take notes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and there's one thing Elaine reminds me. So, because sometimes, I talk too much and you don't know which one's the most important thing. And I'm going to sing. Yeah. So when I sing like, oh, when you do that, the process is yeah. So Albert, don't worry about it if I sing well or not. Okay. So Tiffany, just the moment I start to sing, you have to write. Okay. So let's and Serena. So what if we have the denominator is 4 and 8? So one of them is the other one's is multiple, right? 8 is 4's multiple. So how do we do this? That's a moment that you're going to say hallelujah, because that makes everything easy, because you can just change one number but keep the other one, the bigger number still. Why? Because number is bigger, bigger. Yeah, your mom is bigger than you, so you have to listen to her, right? So yeah, so big is very important. So eat more, okay? So Violet, especially you, 对吧？从来不好好吃饭，对不对？还不长高，不长高就一辈子
不好好
比你妈。
吃饭。
那你为什么还是没有长高呢？还没有长胖呢？那瘦的跟个小排骨一样。
This is the thing. I eat a lot,
Uh-huh.
but then I burn it all out before it can make me grow big.
Okay, that's your
But I
that's your
eat a
dad's fault.
lot. Like
That's your
my
dad's
dad
fault.
makes.
Yeah, that's your dad's fault. Your dad is having a problem. OK，但是你看家里面，对，所以我就说嘛，你们要长大，对不对？不然一辈子都听你妈妈啊，什么长得比你妈妈大了，也还是要听妈妈，对不对？妈妈年纪比你们。Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So 4, how to change 4 to 8? 4 times 2, right? So 3 also times 2. So this one, 6/8 minus 1/8 equals 5/8. Okay, so excuse me, I'm gonna yell. Okay, everybody, if you want to, I can mute myself, but I'm gonna yell to Peng Peng.
Oh my God.
She didn't mute herself.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, so Pempin's having a class at 10 o'clock, so I have to. So everybody, do you understand? 5/8. So now at this moment, I'm gonna make it a little bit hard. 5/8. Who still remember what is a decimal equals 5/8?
0.625.
0.6. Thank you. So what is a percentage?
62.5%.
Okay, get it? So something like that. I will give you a chart. So 1/2 equals 1/4 equals 1/5 equals 1/8 equals. So don't say, oh, I hate this teacher. She asked me to memorize these things. Don't do that. Put them on the paper, write it as pretty as you can, and put them in front of your desk. Okay, don't make it like you have to memorize it, but just every time you're passing by, take a look. Okay, and that's all. And you're gonna see the huge differences after you make that. Okay, so now we're going very well, and now I want to ask everybody a very simple question. So how do you know that 2 minus, so if I have a whole number minus a decimal. Oh, sorry, a minus a fraction. How do we do this? Okay, so first 1 minus 1 over 3 is very easy, right? One pizza, take 1/3 off, what's left? 2 over 3, right? But why I did this is because 1 could also rewrite it as 3 over 3. Get it, Emma? Right? So why 1 could also write it as 4 over 4 or 100 over 100, or we can say L Ariel over Ariel. Correct? Tiffany, 2 Tiffany. So my question is 2 Tiffany over 1 Tiffany equals how many? Equals what? Tiffany.
10.
Very good. 2 Tiffany divided by 1 Tiffany equals 2. Okay, yourself divided by yourself, any number divided by self, it always equals 1. But there is one exception. Who can tell me what is a one exception is?
0.
Very good. 0 can never divide by 0. Okay, -1 could divide by -1. 0.15 could divide by 0.15, and half could divide by half. But 0 can never divide by 0. Everybody, I am going to say 0 can never divide 0. That means what? You need to take notes. Okay, so 1 minus 1 over 3, Serena, correct, right? So sometimes you're doing very well on your fraction, but sometimes you get stuck on 1 minus 1 over 3, correct? Yeah, you stuck to as 1 minus 1 over 3. But if you rewrite as 3 over 3 minus 1 over 3, is back to the earlier questions, right? So it's when the denominator is the same, so the numerator minus the numerator, so the denominator keep it. But what is 1, 2 minus 1 over 3? So I want you to, in your brain, you created, I don't need a 1. So 2 became 1 and 1. So 1 minus 1 over 3 is 2 over 3. And the 1 is not being used, is here. So 1 and 2. Get it? So the same as 400 minus 1 over 3. In your brain, immediately they became 399 and 1. So the answer is 399 and 2 over 3. Everybody, am I on the right pace? You're good?
I got kicked out. I missed some stuff.
What's the part you missed? This part? Okay. So 1
Did you
over
see
3.
me drop out?
Huh?
Did you see me drop out?
No. I see you
Oh.
always here. Yeah. So
Because
1
my screen went blank.
Okay. So 1 equals 3 over 3. Do you understand? So any number could reverse it to a denominator and numerator the same fraction. Get it? So you can say 4 over 4 equals 1. 100 over 100 equals 1. So decided when you want to transfer them into a whole number to fraction is based on the number which is being minused. So if it is 1, it is 1 minus 1 over 3, then you make it 3 over 3. If we make 1 minus 1 over 100, so you just make 100 over 100 minus 1 over 100. It's based on the number you have been minused of. Okay, so that's why it's 99 over 100. So then we move forward to 2 minus 1 over 3. So Violet, I'm going to make 2 into 1 and 1 because you know what? In order to minus 1 over 3, we only need 1. We don't need 2. Correct? And we know 1 minus 1 over 3 equals 2 over 3. And 2 minus 1. Sorry. 1 minus 1 over 3 equals 2 1 over 3. And there's a 1 has not been used at all. So I just move them here. So that's why the answer is 1 and 2 over 3. That's why for the same 400 minus 1 over 3, I'm going to just split them into 399 and 1. So because in order to minus 1 over 3, we only need 1. We don't need 400. That means almost like you are making a iron stand and doing 1 plus 1. Okay? So that's why we only need 1. So 1 minus 1 over 3 equals 2 over 3. Understand, Emma? So the 399 will not touch it. We just move it over there. Understand, Emma? Yes? Okay, if you don't understand, it's just, okay. So Violet, do you understand right now? Okay, good job. So now we're just doing some questions, okay? So this time, we're not going to have a very quiet time because it's very easy. I want you to speed up and you have the ability to just tell me the answer directly. So Violet, can you tell me 1 minus 1 over 4 equals what?
3 over 4.
Very good. Emma, can you tell me 2 minus 1 over 13 equals what?
112 over 13.
Very good. Good job. Albert, I'm going to ask you 100 minus 1 over 99 equals what? Am I too evil? Okay, I'll make it easy. I'll make it easy. So 10 minus 1 over 9. So you first make the 10 into 9 and 1. So 1 minus 1 over 9 equals what? 8 over 9, right? Because 1 minus 1 over 9 equals 9 over 9 minus 1 over 9 equals 8 over 9, correct? Yeah, so the 9 we're not touching, so 9 and 1 over 9, correct? Okay, so Elaine, so how about you do this one?
99 and 98 over 99.
Good job. Serena, can I give you a hard time? 54 minus 2 over 57. First of all, we can just put the number part because all you need to do is just number
50,
minus 1. Very good.
53
and
and 55
uh-huh,
over 57.
very good. Good job. Okay, so Tiffany, 9 minus 4 over 9.
8 and 9,
Mm-mm. 5.
5 over 9.
Very good. Okay, boys and girls, you're very good. Okay, I'm not even telling you how to do that. Oh, last but not the least, Ariel, are you ready? Okay, I tried to give you a good time, okay, because I don't want you to hate me at the first class. So 5 minus 2 over 5.
4
That's
over
yourself. Very good.
3 over 5.
Very good. Good job. You tell me you still like me, right? Okay, good. Shoo. Okay, so everybody, you're so smart because I don't even tell you how to do 5 minus 4 over 7. All of you get it. Why? Because you know what? You're just to split them into 4 and 7 over 7, right? So 4, you just to write it on. And how to do that, give you a trick. This denominator minus this numerator, 3 over 7. And the denominator is the only number we can never touch it unless you calculate it yourself. Get it? So 7 minus 4 equals what? 3, Violet, right? So Albert, if you understand this one, so let's move forward to the number that you don't want to do. So 100 minus 1 equals what? 100
99.
minus 1.
99.
Very good. 100 minus 1 is 99. And 99 minus 1 equals what?
98.
98. So the answer is 99 and 98 over 99. So easy. So that's the trick. Understand? Okay, so we can just give you tons of questions like that, and you can just have no problem use that. 100 minus 1, 99, and 99 minus 5, 94 and 99. So while your classmates still calculating, you already get the answer. And I can guarantee you they're all wrong. Oh, sorry, all right. Sorry. Okay. So now I'm going to give you a little bit fun time. So Elaine and um, Ariel and Serena, you're going to give the class 3 questions. Okay. So you're just to make them to do. Okay. You're going to manipulating them. Okay, Elaine, give me one of your questions.
3/4
34?
Mm.
Oh,
minus.
3/4. Oh, no, I mean the question like we're just practicing. Minus.
Can I number in front of it?
Hmm?
I was gonna do 3/4 plus 72 minus
34 plus 72.
minus 5/8.
Okay. Like 5/8. Wow.
Yeah.
She hates you, okay, everybody?
I'll get rid of the
Don't blame me, just blame Elaine. Okay, next one, Ariel. Ariel, give them some hard time. Or you just don't want to make yourself like a princess. You just say, hey, how about let's just do 1 plus 2. Okay, so I give you the hints, okay?
Uh,
Whatever.
3/4 times 5/8.
Okay. Okay, number 3, Serena, your turn.
305 minus 8/9 plus 1/9. It's 305,
Okay,
like 305.
sorry. 305 minus 8 over 9.
Plus 1/9.
Okay, good job. Okay, I think the 3 girls is not very friendly, okay? Okay, so your turn. If you don't know how to do it, it's okay. I'm going to explain, but remember, okay, everybody just to put a little cross in your heart on Elaine, Serena, and Ariel. Okay, bad person. Okay, bad.
I feel like Ariel's the best one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
All the other ones are bad.
Okay, so everybody, we can just to take a look at this one. Okay, so actually, I'm going to give you a trick to make Elaine, Ariel, and Serena a little bit cuter than before. Okay, I don't want everybody in this class hate each other, you know. And yeah. Okay, so how to do this one, Albert? We're gonna do this part first. Okay, if you see like Elaine giving us a question, Elaine's still an angel, okay? Because she's not giving you 140, 3 over 140 over flight, right? So she's still a very cute girl. Like though she's getting a little bit darker. But Elaine, what kind of a sports you did during the summer?
Biking,
Oh, okay. And
skating,
oh,
skateboarding.
wow. Oh, I would like to see your skateboarding. That's cool. Okay, so everybody, so because Elaine gave you the numbers 3 over 4 minus 5 or 8, do you still remember 4 and 8? 8 is a multiple of 4, so that's why it is easier. So we can easily just reverting 3 over 4 to 6 over 8 minus 5 over 8 equals 1 over 8. The number part, put it down. So 72 and 1 over 8. Get it? Okay, so Ariel is just giving us the multiple of fraction. I'm not there yet, but let me tell you, the multiplication of the fraction is the angel in the entire calculation of the history of the fraction. Correct, everybody? You don't have to do anything. Just the top times together, bottom times together. But everybody, why I said Ariel is an angel. She's not giving you 3 over 5 times 10 over 6, because if like that, you need to cross that, right? You need to do calculation, but for that one, 15 over 32. Why? Because all of them are prime to each other. You just time them, and 15 over 32. Boom, the answer is there. So who said Ariel's not an angel? Yes, they're a good person, okay? Okay, last but not least, Serena, another angel, angel number 3. She's not giving you 8 over 1,999 plus 1 over 9, because trust me, just adding these numbers, you're going to, she's giving you a hell, right? But this one, everybody, negative 8 over 9 plus 1 over 9. Everybody, this is a very, very important tricks I'm doing, okay? So Albert, Serena, Ariel, I have emphasized so many times in this class or any of my class is the number is always going together with the sign in front of it. Okay, so this trick is going to benefit you when you're in grade 8 and grade 9. You're going to say, huh, there once upon a while, there is a teacher and her name is Carrie. And she told me that. And you know what? The rest of your classmates is going to be, who's Carrie? Huh? Who's Carrie? And you said, huh? No, she's a legendary teacher.
I'm not telling you where she is.
Yeah, I am not telling you. She's an angel. Why? Because Albert, later on, you're going to learn the algebra. For instance, x minus 4 equals 5, right? This one's very easy, but when the number is getting complicated, you need to move them there. When you move, you're not moving 4, you're moving negative 4. And the negative 4 coming from right to left, it became plus. So this technique is the most important thing, but in order to not to, just to make a habit. So when you circle the number, Serena, okay, circle the number with the sign in front of it. So some people ask me, Emma asked me, 那老师305前面什么都没有，那教我怎么 circle，对不对？我怎么 circle？这个前面什么都没有。我跟你说，它要是前面什么都没有，它就是一个 plus，okay？Okay, it's positive. The positive can be ignored, but the negative can never be ignored. So if you see a number 305, there's nothing in front of it, there's a plus. So this equation is combined with positive 305, negative 8 over 9, and positive 1 over 9. So how do we do it? We can just do something like that, right? You can just switch them. So the answer is negative 7 over 9. So the answer actually is 305 minus 7 over 9. So this question we just go through. So what is the question? 305 minus 1, 304. 9 minus 7, 2. 9. So the answer is 304 and 2. Okay, so all these questions, you're not here yet, but for me, I can finish all of them within 5 seconds. Right? But you can finish them in 1 minute. But the regular student, maybe 8 minutes, something like that. So that is a huge differences. Okay, so those the thing. So I'm not sure like you can see them very clearly, but all the things, like I said, my class is all about tips. And okay, so for something like that in your school, it takes about like 3 months to learn. So 90 minutes, we're going to learn it. Of course, Tiffany, you're gonna think my mind is blowing. My brain is right. It's very normal. So it takes every day 10 minutes to review it. Emma, promise me you're not going to cry this after this class, okay? Okay, very good. Okay, so everybody, so we're going to move forward because Serena is already, sorry, Ariel has already gave us the tricks of calculation of times, okay? So everybody, times, this is not a good example.
Times less torture than some complicated addition and subtraction
Yeah,
questions.
but the thing is, times, I would strongly suggest you to do something before you do the calculation, okay? So this is not maybe a very good example, but I'm going to make it big. Something like that, okay?
Can I
So
go to
this
the
is first
bathroom?
example, this is second example. So Ariel, let's take a look at this one. So this one you can always do, 3 times 5, 15, 5 times 9, 45, right? And then we do that, 15 and 45. Whoops, they have a common factor of 5. So divided by 5 at the same time, so we get 3 over 9. And whoops, they have the same common factor of 3. So divided by 3 at the same time, so we get 1 over 3. Yes, we can do that. But waste about like at least 1 minute. Okay, so people said, hey Carrie, why you're so curious about the time, right? It's just 1 minute, it's okay, right? No, this 1 minute you can do something else, right? You can talk to your friends, you can play games, you can do whatever you want, just forget about math. Okay, so all the reason you're here is I want you to save all the time you spend on math before. You can do more, way more, any other stuff you want to do, which before you don't have time. Get it? So this is thing, you invest time here and you save time the other time. Okay, so how do we do this? Of course you can do that, but it takes longer time. So how do we do this? We see 3, we can divide it by 3 with 9 at the very beginning. So 3 divided by 3 equals 1 and 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Right? 5 divided by 5 by each other equals 1 and 1. So the question now became 1 over now 1 times 1 over 3. So equals what? 1 over 3. Done. Okay, so Serena said, I don't believe you. 我就喜欢做15 over 45。我就喜欢1 over 3，对不对？他说，我就是这样子一个人，你咬我呀，反正你也咬不到我，对不对？后来我就说，那好，Serena，来，我们来做一下16乘以7，对不对？好，下面呢35乘以72啊，对不对？当 Serena 就开始吭哧吭哧做了，对不对？好，这个时候呢，其他小朋友就比如说 Emma 啊、Violet 呀、Tiffany 啊这种比较聪明的，对不对？他就说我不跟 Tiffany 我不跟 Serena 一样，我就喜欢听老师的，对不对？好了，那我们16和72可以干嘛？16 equals 8 times 2 and 72 equals 8 times 9. So we can divide it by 8 at the same time. So 2 and 9. And 35, Serena, can you tell me divided by 7 equals what?
5.
7 divided by 5 equals what? 1, right? So this equation became 2 over 5 times 1 over 9. So equals 2 over 45 and down. And meanwhile, some students still, 16乘以7 112 OK 好35乘以72 75 245 2520好，然后they share the same factor of 2. So 56 1260. They still have the factor of 2 at 28 and 630. And you know what? They still have the factor of 2. Okay, 14 and 350. I don't know that. Maybe that's end. Okay, 14 over 315. Okay, spent a lot of time. 然后还做错了。然后呢，其他小朋友啊，我们已经出去玩了。哎呀，爸爸也开心，妈妈也开心，老师也开心。Okay, so the life is not about being stubborn, right? Or being wisely stubborn. Okay, so I want you to learn this method. Okay, okay, so everybody, let's just try to. We only do four questions. Okay, so very easy.
Teacher,
Mm-hmm.
can I go to the bathroom?
Of course, go. Don't pee on your pants. Okay.
Don't bring the computer with you.
Yeah. Albert 和 Ariel 都不知道这件事情啊！你们等下做题目的时候，我告诉你们这个笑话。我有一个小朋友，他特别喜欢上我的课，然后呢，他特别不想错过任何课，任何的老师说的话，因为他说哦，老师讲过的，就万一中间错过了，可能就会听不懂。然后他就他有一次去上厕所的时候，就拿着他的笔记本去上厕所，然后而且他还就对着他自己，然后我们所有的人都看到他的屁股，然后还录下来了，你知道吗？然后后来这个课我不是要上传到云端嘛，就是要看的嘛，对吧？然后我只好怎么办？我还要打马赛克把他屁股，然后就弄掉，不然的话，所有的人每次复习这个课的时候都要再看一遍他的屁股。你说惨不惨 ，Ariel？哎呀，真是！你说这个小朋友，所以我们现在小朋友，Emma 就跟他说：“你千万不要带上你的，千万不要带上你的这个笔记本去厕所，不然哎呀太可怕了，是不是啊，小朋友？Okay, so 4 questions, okay? Okay, I have received somebody said down. Good job, Serena.
I've only done the first question.
没关系啊，快和慢没有关系的 because finally, Violet, you're gonna be there. Okay, I don't care about the thing. I care about you really understand the method, right? So for instance, 4 and 36, they share the common factor of what? 4. So 4 divided by 4 equals 1. 36 divided by 4 equals 9. And 35 and 7 share the common factor of 7. So 1 and 5. So the answer is 5 over 9.
Mhm.
Right? So 3 and 45. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. 45 divided by 3 equals 15. 38 and 19, 2. So the answer is 2 over 15.
I was doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
15
don't tell me all the
divided
answers. Don't tell me all the answers.
by- Okay, I give you some time.
I'm just gonna send you the first two answers.
没关系，你就做好了，你打字又要浪费时间啊。OK，还有小朋友们啊，这个 Math League 4年级、5年级、6年级、7年级的比赛马上就要开始了啊，不是，可以报名了啊！我要报名的小朋友不要忘记报名呀。
Gary, I need to go to the bathroom.
去吧，不要带电脑，艾玛啊，不要带，千万不要带。
But Carrie, I also need to use the washroom.
Of course, go.
And don't bring your computer / iPad or phone or whatever you're using.
I won't.
I'm done.
Good job, Violet. Okay, so 15 divided by 3, Ariel equals what?
Which one?
Fifteen divided by 3 equals 5, right? So 9 divided by 3 equals 3.
Oh, I forgot to do the 15 and the 9, so I just did 15 over 8. Wait, let me do that again.
So 17 and 35, 这个一看就是2倍嘛，对不对？所以等于什么？5 over 2 times 3 equals 5 over 6. Okay, next one, 4 over 20, 1 over 5. This one, 2 and 1. So the answer is 2.
2 over 3.
对不对？对不对 ，Albert？ 对不对？对不对？会吗？都？我跟你讲，你不要害怕。我跟你讲，他们都是纸老虎，你知道吧？啊，你不要看到小姑娘在那里好像很厉害的样子，他们都不行的。我跟你说，知道吧？你要知道 Albert 是 Einstein 的名字，知道吗？他叫 Albert
Albert
Einstein。
Einstein.
Yeah, okay.
But you realize you're a girl and you're saying you're dumb.
No, no. 啊，你不能这么说，你们老师也是个 girl，OK, Violet。我看你是
I know.
屁股，我看你是屁股不想保住了，是吧？你叫你妈妈把你带到我家来，然后打，然后我直播录下来，然后到时候我们下一节课的时候大家看，好不好？
But it's worth it because I get to play with your chicks.
I videotaped how I kick Violet's butt. And I'm gonna show everybody in this class. So everybody's gonna scare. Say, oh, that's true. Oh, but Elaine just said it. She's pretend to kick her butt. It's not ever gonna happen. Huh? It's gonna happen. Okay. 实在不行，我就直播那个打鹏鹏屁股，然后给大家看。
Oh my god.
这个反正这个比较近嘛，对不对？ Okay. So let's take a look at this one. Okay, so we have already go through the minus. Okay, sorry, plus and minus, and I just realized there's something is missing here. The missing part is
Divide.
what if
Right.
yeah, divide is easy. Divide is the easiest one. So if I have everybody 100 minus 2 and 3 over 5, it's not bad. 一样的啊，小朋友，我跟你们说啊，还是把它变成两个部分，99和1，2和5/3。OK， 看好了，99大的数字和大的，好了，我问你们，99减2会不会做？99 minus 2 equals what? Who doesn't?
97.
97. Yes. 1 minus 3 over 5会不会做？2 over 5.
2/5.
Get it? Ha! That's the best thing in this world because you know what? 这个题目到了7年级的时候，很多小朋友 get stuck，
What?
很多小朋友或者做的非常慢，做的非常非常慢。
What?
Yeah. So 97 minus 2 and 4 over 7. So Ariel, 97 is going to be what?
96 and 1.
Very good. And 2 and 4 over 7 equals what?
2 and 4 over 7.
Very good. Okay, so everybody, we're going to do the easiest. Grade 1. 96减2等于多少？96 minus 2, Ariel?
94.
Very good. And 1 minus 4 and 7 equals?
3 over
3
7.
over 7. Very good. Get it? All you need to do is just to split them. Split them. Okay, that's also the true of the life experiences. Like if Elaine, 你不能同时打过 Emma 和 Albert， 你把他们两个 split， 你先打 Albert， 然后再打
I will not.
Okay, so split is the best thing in this world. Okay, everybody, Albert, that's the same thing. If you find out there are 100 questions, too much, I don't want to do. How to do that? Split them. Correct? Put them into 10个10道题，是不是看起来就没有那么可怕？ Get it, everybody? So you have to learn the method of splitting, okay? So the question is like that. Okay, last one. Somebody said, "Hey, 老师，我们还没有学 division 的，哈，你怎么这么聪明啊？对不对？叫加减乘除，对不对？ Of course, last one is the division. Division is exactly the times. Okay, so times is the easiest one. Division is the second easiest one. But there's one thing I want to emphasize it before we move to the division because that is a place that most of the kids get stuck. So 5 we know 1 we could write as 5 over 5, could write as 2 over 2, could be written as 100 over 100, right? But 5 could also rewrite as what? 5 over 1. Okay, that's a very important thing because the whole number to transfer to the fraction is a very important thing. How to transfer the whole number into the fraction, I want everybody remember. This is good. This is so far my best, Sini. Everybody clap. Okay, good. Thank you. Bravo. Thank you. Okay, so everybody, you need to learn, you have to have this in your stuck into brain that whole number also could be reversed into the fraction. 2 could equals to 2 over 1. Albert, you're so cute. 4 equals 4 over 1. Albert 是这样的 Albert 说我不行了，我要用我的手撑着我的眼睛。大家下一次借 Albert 2个火柴棍啊，把它支着。Okay, so that's it. So Albert said, 老师，为什么这个东西跟除法有关系呢？当然有关系，你们看好了 ，3 over 5 divided by 6 over 5，每个人都会做，为什么？因为老师会告诉你 ，teacher tell you, keep the same thing, don't move anything, okay? The first one, because that's your mother. Mother cannot be moved in your family, okay? Mother said 东就是东。Mother said 地球是方的，地球就是方的 right? Mother is the most important people. Yeah, Tiffany is smiling. I know exactly what's establishment in your family. So 3 over 5, the first number, don't touch it, move it to there. Second one is your brother or your father or whatever, that just what? change to times because you're, yeah, 你爸爸的说的话啊，爸说往东我就往西 right yeah okay so the division became times. The last but the most important thing is you're always upside down, right, girls? Boys, right? You always did exactly the opposite your parents asked you to do. So opposite before its denominator becomes numerator, before its numerator became denominator. So
Carrie,
that's the
just
thing. So we
also-
do it. So we do it. The answer is 1/2, right? So easiest. Mommy, don't move. Daddy, change it to times. And yourself, flip. Right? You're like a monkey. You just flip all the time. Flip. So mommy, don't move. Daddy, change it. And yourself, flip. Right? So that's the thing. But if I give you 3/5 divided by 5, that is a moment to say, huh? Huh?
You switched to
Mommy, don't move. Daddy, change it. So how did I flip 5? So
Well,
that
I
is the
tried
moment.
over-
Because 5 could be also rewritten as 5/1. So flip 5 as 1/5. So the answer is 3/5.
老师
Okay, everybody? Am I a good teacher? Am I? Okay, so
Teacher.
remember that, okay? Mommy, don't move. Daddy, change it and flip yourself. Okay, so that's the key. So we're moving. Okay, I cannot believe this class, amazing. It's almost like 6 months class in the school. Okay, we finish in the 90 minutes. You're giving me such a hard time. Okay, boys and girls. So yeah, Albert, you scares me. Okay, so 1/3 divided by 4 over. No. No. I changed my mind. 3/5. Number 2, 4/12. No, I changed my mind. 4/11 divided by 22/5. Number 3, 5/6 divided by 5. Okay, 3 questions immediately.
I'm done. I send you the answer, Carrie.
Okay, thank you. Violet，注意啊，有没有 simplify 啊？没有 simplify 就是打屁股的，
答
对吧？这个像你招手来 来来，你看到吧？你看到，哎，你看歪着用小拳头打我。Mommy, don't move. Daddy, change it and flip.
I send you
Right?
new
So the
answers.
answer is 5/9. Good job. Next one, mother, don't do it. Don't move it. Daddy, change it. And yourself, flip it. Yeah, sorry. Yes. So this 11, 22, Violet, remember, right? 11 is 22, 11 is multiple. So divide by equals 1 and 2. So the answer is 8/5. Last one, mommy, don't move it. Daddy, change it. And yourself, flip it. 5 and 5 is gone. So the answer is 1/6. Good job, Violet. Okay, so everybody understand? So this is pretty good, right? So we have go through a lot of things. And so my questions right now for all of you. So we have go through actually all the fractions, multiplication, division, plus and minus. Amazing, where it's not even 90 minutes yet. So my question for you is, do you want to do some word problem or you want to do something else? Yeah, it's up to you.
I want somebody else make question.
That's maybe not me because I torture people.
Correct answer.
Eliminated.
And I do the calculation testing.
Let's do a little bit. I trust me. I am not giving you very hard word problem. Okay, I give you very easy word problem. So
Is it going to be part of our homework?
yeah, it's part of your homework, so we can do something, and it's then you can just save some time for your homework. If there's any hardness, then we can just go through it. Is it okay?
Is homework this week going to be word problems, or are you gonna
Some
make?
word problem and some calculation.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's always combination. Okay. And I just say don't just try to finish in one day, like I said, just a little bit. Okay, Aria? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. What is the value of 9 minus 1/2 minus 5/8? Okay, so this question I want to mention it to all of you is because some people say,哈，老师刚刚教过 split， 对不对？好 split， 我这个先做出来 8.5 minus 5 and 8. So this is gonna be a little bit complicated. Oh no, you know what? We're not there yet. Sorry, this one we need to go through next week. No. We can, okay. I want to do this 19, this number 19 questions. This number 19, everybody take a look at this one, okay? Joey took 1/4 days to paint a fence. Steve took 2/3 of the time taken by Joe to paint a similar fence.
Harry,
What?
the like screen. It's
You cannot see it?
it was loading.
Okay. Can you see it?
It's still loading.
Oh, really? 别的小朋友能看到吗？
Should I just come back?
对，你要不要退出去，然后再进来？ 好，别的小朋友看一下第19题，好吗？我就来讲解一下这道题目啊。好了，有个叫 Joe 的小朋友，对不对？他 take 1/4 days to paint a fence。这句话什么意思啊 ，Albert？ It took him 1/4 days to paint a fence. What does it mean?
It means he took 6 hours to paint a fence.
Thank you very much. Give me 5, Albert. 到底是爱因斯坦的小弟。Give me 5.
That was not Albert, it was me.
Oh, sorry, Violet, you answered. Oh, I'm sorry, Violet. 到底是那个，经常企图用小拳头打我的人呢。哦，真棒。OK， 从此以后在学校里面养成了一个没事就揍一揍老师的习惯，这可不行啊，只能揍我，行吗？ So this is a privilege. Only give it to me, okay, Violet? So very good, because one day has 24 hours, right, Emma? So 1/4 day is exactly 24 times 1/4. It's the same as 24 divided by 4. How do we get this one? Because we just learned 一个分数的除法是妈妈不动，爸爸从除法变成乘法，然后小朋友 flip，right？ So 怎么把乘法变成除法也一样啊？妈妈不动，爸爸从乘法变回除法，小朋友 flip。Get it, everybody? So the multiplication and division, you can always trans back and forth. So 24 divided by 4. 如果我们班里面有一个人不知道24除以4等于多少，那只好全体打老师了，对不对？啊，打我，对不对啊？24 divided by 4 equals 6. So very good. So Joe takes 6 hours to finish painting the fence. Steve took 2/3 of the time taken by Joe to paint a similar fence.
Does that mean Joe?
6 times what? 2/3. 对不对？
Does that mean Joe is a pizza with 6 parts, and then Steve
he's
takes
using 6
2
hours.
to do it?
So 我们以前学过的，对不对 ？Emma， 你还记不记得？一看到 off 就是什么？乘，对不对？就是乘。所以 Steve 是 2/3 times the time of Joe. So Joe is 6 hours. So 2/3 times 6. 好了，这个时候 Albert 跳出来。Albert 说：“老师，我们没有学过 fraction 乘以一个 whole number. 我们只学过 fraction times fraction. So remember, I said it is very important to learn how to transfer the whole number into fraction. How to do that? 6 equals 6/1. Get it, Serena, right? 对不对？所以 2/3 times 6/1. 所以老师跟你们讲，这个还是一样 6 divided by 3 equals 2, 3 divided by 3 equals 1, so 2 times 2 equals 4/1 equals 4. So what is the differences in time by Steve and Joe? 6 minus 4 equals 2 hours. Okay, so now I'm going to stop here and I'm going to give you some very important thing, okay? So I think most of you, I'm not your only math teacher, right? Am I right?
No, you're my only math
Yeah.
teacher
But the
other
thing
than
is,
school.
Violet, 你妈妈以前肯定教过你的，你爸爸没教过你数学，肯定教过的，对不对 ？Okay, so I want to mention one thing, Tiffany, also, okay? 在这个世界上 there is unlimited math questions. Okay, Ariel? 如果你会觉得说啊，我一直做题，我一直学，让这个世界上老师教给我 unlimited 所有的题目都教给你 it's impossible because it's unlimited. There's only one thing is very important you need to learn from your teacher. Not only me, Serena, okay? This is could apply on your English, math, French, science, social study, anything. Your teacher cannot teach you everything in this world, but they can give you method. The method is more important than the question itself. For instance, 当然我知道我没有教过你 whole number times fraction, right? But Emma, I do remember I spent a lot of time telling you 6 also equals what? 6 over 1. Whole number can be transferred to fraction. Correct? 对不对？老师花了很多时间讲这个。好，那有些小朋友就到这里，他就说老师没讲过，我不做了，因为今天我们只学了 2 over 3 times 6 over 4，这个我会做的，这个我不会做。但是有一些小朋友就说，哎，我们学过 fraction time fraction，老师说 denominator times denominator, numerator times numerator. And now I'm trying to find the way of how to change the 6 into fraction. Then to make the 6 have the numerator and the denominator, then I know how to calculate it. Correct, everybody? 对不对？哎呀，这个时候这个就是你在用脑子了。哎，那我把6变成6 over 1，那这个时候会做了吗？2 times 6 over 3 times 1，怎么样？然后我把这个约分掉 ，same common factor 就弄掉，然后这样。This is much, much more important than a teacher is holding your hands and telling you how to do one by one. Emma, do you agree with me? Okay, Tiffany, do you agree with me? I want you to use here, not here, because math is not a labor work. But a lot of math teachers make the math like a labor job. 什么叫 labor job？ 就不停的做题啊，一天做50道题，一天做100道题，对不对？我希望你们用这里，不是用这里。当然这里还是要用的啊。你说了，哎，妈妈过来，啊，今天我口算一下啊，5/3啊，加上1/4等于啊，来你帮我写，对不对？这个也不行，还是要稍微用点。但most of the time, I want you to use here, not only here. Understand? Okay, so I think that's enough for today's, because for the 90 minutes we didn't stop any minute using our, but now I used 2 minutes. I want to ask Tiffany, what do you think? It's good?
Yep.
The new class is better than Monday's class, right? Okay, Violet, do you still want to punch me? Huh? Oh my God, you hurt my heart. Okay, Emma, do you like this class? Emma? Emma?
Yes.
哎呦，说的这么勉强，我跟你讲啊，下一次出题目给 Emma 做题目的时候，给她出的难一点，她说的很慢，那不像 Tiffany 说的很快。Okay, how about Ariel? Everything good? Okay, good. Serena, still love me as usual? Yeah, okay, good. Albert, how about you?
Lasha, didn't we have a different Tiffany, or is that the same Tiffany?
No, I think it's a different Tiffany. I think it's a different Tiffany. This Tiffany is before is in Monday's class. I think Tiffany 一直都是在 Monday class 的，对吧？
But where did the other Tiffany go?
How did Tiffany go to the other, I think it's Wednesday's class, yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I used to be in that class.
Yeah, yeah. Albert, how about you? So far, so good? Do you holding a very complicated feeling among your kids? Like sometimes I hate her so much, I want to punch her. And sometimes I think she's an angel or something. No? Okay, you're a boy. It's very normal. Okay, good. But do you want to cry? No? Good? Okay, everything good, Albert? Okay, good. So Elaine, good? Yeah, okay. I want one day you're gonna share some videotape of your skateboard and everything with us, okay? And I'm gonna share my secret video of I kick Violet's butt to all of you, okay?
She never kicked my butt. She doesn't have the video.
Yeah, but I can do it. For next.
You can share a video of you kicking Pang Pang's butt.
Okay, Pepper's butt I can do it very next week for sure. Okay, so boys and girls, I'm going to send the homework to the WeChat group. Serena, and I'm going to create the Google class with all of you. Okay, so you can check your homework. But again, I'm going to send it to the WeChat, and your mom could help you. But Serena, maybe you can just help yourself because your mom is useless. She is useless. Don't show it to her.
So we upload homework in Google
In
Classroom.
Google Classroom as well.
Okay.
Or some people they don't know how to do it. You can just give it to mom, and they will scan it and send to me through WeChat.
Okay.
Okay.
I just
So
gave it
don't
to
tell your
mom.
mom she's useless. Okay. It's just between us. Okay. It's secret. Okay, that's it for today's class, and very good. And everybody remember, little tiny things accumulated, it's going to be established big. So every day, 5 to 10 minutes is good enough for me. Okay, good. Thank you. Bye bye.